Today, I'm going to trim this apple tree by using the Permaculture Orchard YouTube channel's techniques. First, I'm going to start by clearing the chimney, and it involves anything that's close to the trunk of the tree. We're going to trim that off. Any branches that are less, about 6 inches thereabouts, or less than a foot, I'm going to also trim off. Anything that's close to the trunk will come off, because we want to open. We're clearing the chimney, so we want as much sunlight to come down the chimney. And even though this tree has 2 leaders on it, I'm gonna reduce it down to 1. And I'm choosing to keep this leader because of the angle of this part of the tree right here. It's in a V instead of a U shape spread. And with being in a V, as the tree gets older and it produces fruit, this branch sometime down the road will eventually break off, and then it'll really kind of damage the tree. All these little spurs that are on the trunk or the chimney of the tree, I'm also going to take those off or trim them off. If I break them off, it's not really the end of the world, because, I mean, what does nature do? If the tree can't survive this, then evidently the tree's not going to be any good. And I'm trimming right now. It's in the middle of February, so the tree is dormant. So this is from what I've learned, this is a great time to prune it, pretty much most if not all of your fruit trees. All right, so it looks like, we'll trim that off. All right, so the chimney is cleared. So the next step is to reduce the branch count and pretty much keep anywhere from 12 to 15 branches and remove the rest of them. Remove what you don't want to keep. And so on this tree, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 branches. And I have 14 branches. It's within the 12 to 15 ideally, but I'm going to reduce some of these branches because, like this one right here, I don't like the angle of the branch. As it gets older, and if you picture having the weight of fruit on here, it may eventually crack and break. So therefore, I'm going to cut that one out. This one I'm going to leave, even though this is not in the best of directions. It's kind of interfering with this branch here, but during the summertime, when it's a little, or sometime down the road this year, I'll train these branches and I'll just redirect to this branch, so that way it starts growing in a different direction without without taking the branch off. But I am going to take this little nub off, so that way we just have one little branch. I'm going to take this one off. I just don't like it. This branch is similar to the branch that I had here. I don't like the, yeah, I'm going to take that off. I don't, if in doubt, cut it out. That's what I, one tip that I've learned from Stefan from his permaculture YouTube channel. Let's see, how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 here, but I'm going to reduce it down. I'll have 10 left, but I'm going to take this branch off because it may not be a great branch to keep in the long run. There. So now the second step in the process is done. Now the last and final process in his technique of pruning is the polish. And since many of these training or polishing, since these are not in their fruiting angles, as Stefan would say, he would say, do you want a tree or do you want fruit? And the fruit meaning we want branches below the horizontal line. And whereas this branch is more or less this is kind of how you want your apple tree branches to be. But the polish is actually just taking your hand and removing anything that's growing underneath the branch. Guide your hand along the branch and just cut out or break off whatever is growing on the underside. And some of these I'm going to prematurely do because I do plan to eventually train some of these branches so they're to adjust the angle. So that way, by this time next season, the branch will eventually stay in this angle, and by next season it may even fruit. And even though this is growing on the bottom, I'm going to keep this one just to see what happens. And this tree, for all practical purposes, is looking pretty good. And that is all. This tree is done. And in a couple of months, when it's actually got some growth on it, we'll come back and show you how it looks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.